Welcome, my friends. It is I, Jafa, and welcome to Factorio. Oh, I've got the sound in my ear. Hold on one second, please. Okay. Now, as I said in my Minecraft, as an introduction to this is the game Factorio that I have been playing off and on with Minecraft, and I keep getting the buttons confused between the two. This is going to be a special Factorio in that I am playing with mods. Okay, base mod is always there. You know, can't do anything about that. I'm playing with the blueprint string, and what this does is it allows you to share your blueprints. There's a couple other people's blueprints I plan on using in my Factorio, and then I have a couple designs myself that I may share out on one of the sharing websites. This is Research Q. I tested this out in a previous mod world besides the one that we're playing now. We're starting a whole new world here. But I tested this out, and what this allows you to do is, say you wanted to get to the robots really quick. Here's some of the flying robots. I think those are supposed to be construction robots. You can tell it to research the robots, and what it will do is it'll queue up everything that is a prerequisite for those robots. So you can tell it, this is what I want to get to, go ahead and do that. And as long as you have the research packs, which you'll see here before too long, you can go ahead and get all of those. This is test mode. This is a godsend for anyone who is doing videos on Factorio. Unless you're doing solely vanilla, generic, this is the first mod you should install. I'll show this off a little bit because I will be using this. I won't be using it as far as randomly giving myself stuff, because yes, you can do that with this. This is to test Factorio, kind of like the creative mode is in Minecraft. But there are certain features that I want turned on and off in this, and I want to be able to toggle them without going into the Lua, the Louis, whatever, the console. So this interacts with the console for me and can turn those features on and off. One of those features is always daytime. I may turn that on for the videos and then just play with it as normal for when I'm playing this off camera. But one of the things I want to do is to be able to toggle the peaceful mode. The initial video, maybe 2 videos, until I get up to a certain text tree, I'm going to leave it in peaceful mode. But I want to be able to turn that off and have the biters attack me. It's just I don't want to be constantly rebuilding the factory. It doesn't make for a very good video when you're first starting off. You know, the first part of the Factorio world, the mining in that respect is really kind of boring, and then add to it the fact that the biters come in and destroy it and you have to rebuild it. Until you get to a certain technology level, I just prefer to have peaceful mode. But the problem with that is, without this test mod, you can't turn peaceful mode off, and I want the ability to do that. So on early game, off when I reach a certain level, so that I can actually have the challenge of the game and just not be overwhelmed. Wind turbine is one I kind of wish this produced a little bit more power. These are literally wind turbines like you would see out in the fields of, you know, Kansas or Nebraska. These are you can build these wind turbines and they provide a little bit of power, but I believe it takes like 30 of these to equal 1 steam engine, so it's almost not worth it, but it is a good supplement for solar. So I do have those on early game. They can be built early game, so yeah, I may be using those as well. Anyway, let's actually get to the game. As I said, we're starting a new game, but I have a map string that sets these conditions up the way that I want. It also has the seed that I found that I really liked. So we're going to go ahead and tell this to generate and wait the couple of minutes it takes to actually process. Okay, now here's the display. When you first start up, it tells you this yellow box here, tells you what you're supposed to be doing. I go ahead and activate the test mode, and now I am in test mode. The research queue allows you to choose, and it queues up the research over here. Test mode up here, game settings. I'm switching it to peaceful mode, and when you do that, whenever you change this, you also have to kill all currently spawned enemies. The reason is the currently spawned enemies will have the old mode. So right now it's in peaceful, kill all enemies. Now any that spawn are going to be in peaceful. When I change that back, I will uncheck that and kill all enemies again, and then go out and have fun. Now, this does have God mode, and I'm not going to show you a lot on God mode, but we activate God mode, and as you can see, my player's here, but God mode allows you to move around as if you were a player, but not your player. It allows you to look at anything. I'm not going to play with that because, you know, that's sort of cheating. It's like having a radar dish without building the radars. And then there are several other things like unlock all tech. I'm not going to do that. Print events, ignore chunk. This right here, ignore chunk generation. If I was to take that off, the screen would get filled with data every time a new chunk loads. So I'm definitely keeping that on. The tool settings, this is for Mjolnir. This is Thor's hammer. You can make a unlimited resource using this. So this is a very powerful tool for testing, but I'm not going to be using it for that. Item list, you can give yourself any item in the game, also ones that do not appear on your normal screen. You can change your colors. Yes, change the color. You know what? I am going to go ahead and change the color. Let's take the green out. And yeah. Now as you can see, I'm sort of a reddish dude. There. God, I'm fat too. Cool. I am actually that shape in real life without the spacesuit. And then there is warp list. This I will probably be using. This allows you to go from one place to another. You set a warp point, and you will instantly, let's say I have one set over here by the copper, you would instantly travel over there. Now, for a large map, that is very advantageous. Very advantageous. So I will be using that. You create warp points. In fact, let's create that one right here. That's the basic spawn. It doesn't put you exactly in that spot. It puts you in that chunk. So anyway, that was testing mode. It is already dark and I haven't done a single thing. So let's go out, and even though I have found this seed, is that stone? That is stone. God, is there no wood? Well, looks like I am starting off on coal fast. Oh, there's wood. I like to have a little bit of wood. Okay, you see how long that took to mine? I'll show you with coal. If I'm sitting there mining, and you see that progress bar, and how I'm not even a quarter of the way up. The first thing you should do in any Factorio world, open up your menu. They give you 8 pieces of iron, 1 burner miner drill, 1 stone furnace. You'll learn more about these as you play the game. But the first thing you should do is create a iron axe. Now there's a better axe that comes later called a steel axe. But the first thing you should do is build one of these. It goes right over here in your inventory spot. And now watch when I am digging that up. In the time that it took to get 1/4 of the way, I am getting, well, basically 5 coal. So yeah, very, very, very powerful. and it does take durability, so you do have to kind of watch that. It will break on you. The stone here, and I always do this, I always get about 15 stone right away. Let's just go at 10. Okay, the stone here is used to make furnaces. Now I'm going to go ahead and turn all of those in to furnaces, but what happens, oh, I don't have enough iron. What happens is it uses one stone furnace and 9 iron plates, which I only have 4 left. So let's go get some iron. Actually, let's drop this off. This is the drill, and you can feed it directly into one of your furnaces. And Q takes the item that you're holding, throws it back into your inventory. And then we're going to go shift shift right mouse click puts 1 in. So one of the things that I like with the wood immediately is the wood boxes. So I need to go get some more of this copper as well, so I might as well just go ahead and mine up a couple burner drills worth. And eventually you'll see exactly why I'm getting so many of these. One of the things that I like with the wood immediately is the wood boxes. So I need to go get some more of this. And you can see how fast that pickaxe actually tears down these trees. Okay, so let's go up, get the iron. The furnace will store a full stack of 100 up in here, so you have to keep clearing that out every once in a while to make sure that you get the coal, because everything runs on coal right now. We don't have power. So I'm going to make a couple burner drills, which again, that used up both of those furnaces. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to face them into each other. And I'm going to hurry and mine up one single piece of coal, like that. I'm going to drop it into one, and what that's going to do is when it mines the coal, it's going to feed it over into this one, which starts this one going, so this is going to feed into that one, and it creates a loop. So now I'm going to have 2 stacks of coal here in a few minutes. Drill. Now we do. So one more burner drill. And we need to collect more coal. I'm going to put this burner drill here. Pieces out. So it added 2 iron to my inventory. And let's go ahead and get that going there. And we don't quite have enough for another burner drill. Now we do. So one more burner drill. And we need to collect more coal. I'm going to put this burner drill here. And nope, put that there. Now that's going to build up and store a whole bunch of stone for us. But what I want to do is I want to limit this. So this right here allows you, when you click it, it allows you to limit. Now it can only fill up that one spot. I can change that just by doing that, but I only want that one spot. So now that's going to produce a lot of stone so we can create more of the burner drills. Let's go down and get more of the coal because we're going to need it up here at the iron. Half in there, half in there. Unfortunately, the burner drill actually goes through the coal faster than the furnaces. things that we can build right away. We can, right now, we have enough iron and enough furnaces to go ahead and build a boiler. Now, with an offshore pump, some pipes, and a boiler, we can then feed that into a steam engine and get power. Or we can collect a little bit more iron and a little bit of copper and make this wind turbine. That's what I want to do for start. I want to get the wind turbines going as quickly as possible so we can go to electric mining drills. The problem with that is it is an expensive build for how much power it puts out. It only puts out 20 kilowatts. This puts out 510 kilowatts. So this is 20 or 25, something like that, of these. Now, that's just by pure numbers. This runs at 100% efficiency. This only runs at 50. So one of these equals literally 50 of these. I love games. I love math. Anyway, let's see. I need iron because I want to start iron. Yes, I want to iron out the copper. Okay, I need one burner drill and I've got one furnace. So we'll put you here. We'll put you here. We'll come get some fuel. And we'll put half in you, half in you. Actually, I did that backwards. There. Okay. So we've got iron going, we've got copper going, we've got stone going, and we've got coal going. Now this is basically the whole start of the game. This is yay, we are mighty, we hear us roar. Until the resources build up a little bit, you're not going to be able to actually build any of these things. Like this right here, inserters. They take 13 kilowatts, which again is more than what this wind turbine can produce. So this one tiny little device will take, well, let's see, 13. So 3 of these will take 4 of these in order to run. Yay. So yeah, I don't know. I probably will just go to the Steam, hit M for the map, zoom in here. As you can see, there's no biters or spitters anywhere around here. But as soon as I put up a steam engine, pollution is going to start going out all over, and any that are up here or down here are going to find their way in. That is the reason why I started the peaceful mode. Okay? So now I don't have to worry about that. That's a non-issue because they will never attack me first. So now it comes down to where to put the steam engines. It's best to put it near a coal patch because it's going to use quite a bit of coal. The more you expand it, the more coal it uses. And you don't want to go over too many of these iron ores or these ore patches. Now this right down here looks like a nice open spot. I'm looking up here in this map. We have a little pond. We have these rocks which right now I cannot get rid of. You have to research weapons to shoot at them. The pistol will shoot at them, but it'll take more bullets than I have. And yes, you have to build more bullets. I could build 10 because I have 21 iron. Anyway, so I'm thinking of building a offshore pump here, which is one of these, takes a little bit of copper, and I'll have that here in a minute. I'm building one of those, a couple of the pipes, and then a boiler and a steam engine. That right there will be enough for me to start using the electric miners for everything. So, yeah, that's going to be one of my plans. Let's go ahead and collect some more of this. You need a little bit more of the, okay, right there. It has filled up that stack of 50, so I'm going to take half of that. It's going to refill up. I'm going to go ahead and take all of those. And do you see how those have stopped? Those have stopped drilling because they are completely full. So what I'm going to do is take the stuff out of them and they restart. So now in my inventory I've got the 100 for the 2 drills. And in fact, let's go ahead and do that. And that should take all but one. That's awesome. Okay. Come back down here. The other thing that I'll be able to do with the power is I'll be able to get lights and start to research. When you start research, the red packs are the first ones you use. They're very easy to build. I think all they do is, let's see, is it mouse over? No, it isn't. Anyway, they're very easy to build. I think it's just like 1 copper, 1 iron. So they're real easy to build, but the more you build up, like lights right here, cost 10 of them, but the more you build up, standard gun turrets only take 10. This takes 50 of the reds and also 50 of the greens. Now the greens, the reds are, like I says, it's 2 iron, 1 copper. The greens are a little more expensive because they take the inserters and the transport belts, both of which we need to make here to start our furnaces. Okay, so that just ran me completely out of iron. And let's see, I wanted 1 offshore pump. The best ratio for boilers to steam engines is 14 1 offshore pump, 14 boilers, and 10 steam engines. Because the offshore pump can pump out 10 gallons or units per minute, and these use 1 gallon or unit per minute. So 1 of these to 10 of these, but in order to get the steam up there, it takes 13.1 boilers to get the steam for 10 engines, which means you have to have 14 of these bad boys, not just 13. Anyway, the other thing that allows you to do is, like what I do, I have a row of 7, a space, and then a row of 7. That makes it real efficient so that, you're not have to have 14 in a straight line. Okay. Yeah, let's go right here. And pipes. Yay, I can build 1 underground pipe. Let's build a bunch of these others too. Oh, in order to reserve a spot in your inventory, you right mouse click whatever's in there. So I'm going to go ahead. I normally like these on the second toolbar, so I'm not even going to force that. The second toolbar is the one that I showed you takes 50. Okay, I want this at this level. And you'll see why I did that here in a few minutes. And then this here has to go to an underground belt, 1 space, underground belt, and then this here. And what have I got for... I can build 5 of these. Time to go get more stone and iron. Now you can see the reason why I'm going to be using the warp points in late game. This is very early game. This is very early game. Everything is right near one another. Late game, when you're having to travel all over the place, you end up having to use rails or cars or the warp point, because just running takes far, far too long. Okay, so that's an additional 5, and that would make 10. I need 14. Okay, so we'll wait till this get to 40. And then take half. Okay. Says I can build 3 more. Why? Oh, it's been using up my pipes. Rats. Okay. There's the 9 more, and now I have to go build more pipe. Ooh, I can build more underground first. I'm still trying to remember the mouse keys there, guys. So anyway, real quick, because the time for recording is over, let me just go ahead and show you the pattern that I use. Okay, I put 7 of these down. Like this. I take an underground pipe, and in actuality, I'm going to rejoin these things up. It's not strictly necessary, but it is something that I do. So there's the underground pipe there. Here is the underground pipe here. Rotate. And I need one more underground pipe. You know what? I'm not going to underground pipe that right now. I'm going to go ahead and do this. Like this. And now the coal is going to come right down here. So these will feed the coal in just like this. And I don't have enough of these. But anyway, I'm going to feed the coal down in here. That's going to heat up the water. Down here will be the big boilers, which I don't have enough to build. The power, that's the other reason why you want wood and copper, so that you can make these power poles. Those I usually lock in on, as soon as one's built, I usually lock in on that spot so that I always know where to find them. Anyway, I'll power those. I guess I'm going to run 2 powers here. Undo that, do that. Anyway, my time is up, so I thank you for joining me. I look forward to continuing to build this in Factorio. Like I said before, I will be doing a lot of the work off camera, just to kind of make these episodes more of an update thing and current progression. I will go ahead and let you know I do love logistics robots. So when we finally get to robots, you're going to see a difference in the way that I play. But this has been Factorio, and thank you for joining, my friends. If you do like this, hit the like down below. As always, my friends, may peace find you well.